Hey, how you doing? So, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. First off, it's been a little bit since I've done a video. I don't do them all the time. I do them when something about God speaks to me, right? First off, I wanna give a kind of a shout out to Jerry Bolton. I ran into him the other day, and he's like, "Hey, I don't see you much on YouTube anymore. I really appreciate what you do. Please keep doing what you do." And he says, "I check on you all the time to see what you're doing." It inspired me. It took me even a day or two to even do anything about it, but I was inspired. It's nice to know that the things that you do touch people's lives, right? So, the deal is, I was writing my children one day, or just a few days ago actually, and I frequently remind them that well, let me back up a little bit. They're adult children, okay? They still need me. And I was a little closer in proximity to them before. And that's because, I lived at home. They lived a little closer. Some of them even still lived in the house, stuff like that. But I've been going through a divorce. And that's actually the first time that I've said that on camera. It's the first time that I've said that really out loud, I mean, I've told a lot of people, but sometimes it has just now gotten easier to say that, because it started off as feeling like a failure and all kinds of emotions. But anyway, I have a kids thread, and I wrote them a text, and I said, "Hey, look, I got your back. I'm still here for you. I'm still here to do what you need me to do. I got your back," And I got to thinking about that saying, right? In the Army, when I was in the Army, we used to say, "I got your six," which meant the same thing, right? It's, you're looking forward and your six is right behind you. I think at corrections, we've said similar things over the years, basically we say to each other, "I got you," and things like that. So they got me to thinking about where these two phrases come from. Well, "I got your back" comes from World War II. And "I got your six," it comes from World War I. And I was reading my Bible later on that day, and it wasn't what I was reading, and I got to thinking, does God have my back? And He does. God has our back. There's two places in the Bible. One is just kind of like, you can interpret it this way, and the other one is a little more like it, right? So, but the deal is, God does have our back. Let me tell you about the one. The first one is the armor of God, right? I might be wrong, but I think the armor of God is in Ephesians 6. But if you Google armor of God, it will tell you exactly where it's at. But at the same time, you got to see something that is kind of profound in a way, is that God provides a piece of armor for everything except the back. So you gotta wonder, is that what he's telling us? I mean, he is telling us a lot. You know, you got a helmet, a breastplate, a shield, something for your feet, but nothing for the back. And it's like he does. He has you. He has you. He also says in Isaiah, and I will try to quote it, but he says in Isaiah, he says, "Do not fear." It's 41:10. You can read it for yourself, and I'm going to paraphrase it. He basically says, "Do not fear, don't be dismayed. I'm your God. I will strengthen you. I will protect you." God is there for you. He may not be able to be seen. He may not be able to be heard, but he is there for you. He loves you and cares for you. So, if you are in a place in your life and you're feeling like that maybe possibly you're alone, and I know what that feels like, right? You're not. There are people around you that are going through the exact same thing. And if you can't find none of those people, God's got you. I love you and I care for you. Thank you for listening to me. God bless.